Hey everybody, Adam Payne here, coming at you from Central Japan with the Video Marketing Insider. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at a brand new tool that's coming out November the 5th called Sqribble. So this is going to be my Sqribble review, my Sqribble demo, and if you stay on until the end, you're going to hear about some unbelievable bonuses that are probably as good as, if not better, than I've ever offered before. Now, just a word of warning, depending on when you watch this video, the link below this video in the description may be different. If you're watching this video around about when the product goes live or just a little bit before, the link below this video will take you to my full review and there'll be a bonus page as well. If you're watching this prior to the review, then I'm going to actually direct you to an opt-in page, and I want to kind of keep a little part of the bonuses secret. So if you go to the opt-in page and you opt in, the thank you page of that will actually tell you a lot more about the bonuses. The reason being, there's so much for me to cover in this review. I know a lot of people can't really sit and watch reviews for 15-20 minutes, so I want to keep it as short as possible, but I don't want to skip anything. So anyway, let's get down to it. What is Sqribble? Well, Sqribble is a new tool coming out November the 5th at 11 AM EST. It's a software and it works on a Mac or a PC. It's web-based, and it's by a guy called Adil Chowdhury and his brother Ali. And in short, it solves a big problem that a lot of marketers, including myself, have. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, the most profitable part of my business is my list. Now, that can be an email list. I know some people out there, they run email lists. They also have chat bots on their Facebook Messenger, so that's a kind of list as well. And if you have a decent relationship with your list, if you can find a good product that solves a problem and you tell people about it, you make money through affiliate sales, or you can build a list and run CPA offers to that list, or you can sell your own products and services. But the thing is, you've got to get people within your sphere of influence first. You've got to get them onto one of your lists. And the most common way of doing that, of course, is to offer what we call a lead magnet, a little gift in exchange for your email. Now, I've got a variety of different lists in a variety of different niches, but coming up with new lead magnets can be a pain. And coming up with lead magnets that look nice as well, because the first impression is really important, is equally difficult, especially if you're not good with graphics or if time's limited. So what Sqribble does is it basically allows you to create beautiful looking ebooks and checklists very, very quickly. Now, we're over here. This is the JV page, by the way, so you can see the timer at the bottom. Now, you may not be familiar with this stuff, but as somebody that reviews a lot of products, I was really impressed that 26 days out from this launch, how in-depth this JV page is, how much information they've got on there. And that tells me one thing, that they're very, very, caring about the people that are promoting their stuff and the people that are going to buy their products. They put a ton of work into this page. It's quite impressive. So let's go down and look at the product first of all. We'll click on that and it will kind of scroll us right the way down. So introducing Sqribble. Instantly create amazing ebooks and reports in just minutes without writing a single word. Now, I've tested this out, and while that is possible, it's not as simple as that. It's very easy and it's quick. I wouldn't say it's possible without writing a single word, although I understand why they're saying that. This is not a lie, but when you look inside, I just want to make sure that you see there's a little bit of work that you basically have to do. So that's what it is, okay? Sqribble. Now I'm going to come right the way back to the top. And I'm going to come down to the funnel, because you obviously want to know how much this is going to cost you before we look inside. So we'll come down. Let's just come right the way down here to the funnel. Let's make it a bit bigger for you so you can see it. Now, to be perfectly honest, I don't like this funnel. I'm not a fan of products that have OTO 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that stuff. To me, OTO 2 is a limit. I would never personally create anything bigger than that. And so, in my opinion, this funnel is too big. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different offers. Now, if you buy the front end offer, the software is going to cost you $47 one off, and you'll be directed to this, which is $97. And there'll be a downsell, which basically means you can get it for $10 off, but there'll be something taken away. OTO 2 is $30 a month, which is a template kind of club, and you can have a trial for $1, so that could be worth testing it out for $1. Then you've got another upsell for $77 and a downsell, and then you've got another upsell for $37 and a downsell. Now, all of these things do add to the front end, but it's the front end that's the most important thing. So I got my review copy, and I'm just going to go to home, because when you buy Sqribble, or if you buy Sqribble I should say, you'll get your login details and you'll log in, and you'll be taken to a page like this, unless of course they change it after I've made this review video. So this is Adil Chowdhury. It's very professional, big video, and he basically welcomes you and tells you a little bit about what the things at the top are, which are part of the upsells, and encourages you to get them if you haven't. Now, of course, you know, it's business, and I don't blame him for doing that, but you can pick and choose the stuff that you want. So then we'll come over to projects, and we'll just go through some of the basic stuff that you can get inside of this. So it loads up, and I've got Camtasia running as well to make this video. So it sometimes takes a little bit of a while to load up when you've got things in the background. So these are all projects that people who've got access to the review copy have made. So some guy called Mark has made this one and this one. So that's where if you make your ebooks, you can find them in the projects. If you come to templates, this is where you kind of get started from scratch. So we're going to go to templates, and they got templates in a whole variety of different niches. Now, if we go back to the JV page while that's loading up and go back down to the funnel, if you get the main offer, you get a bunch of templates. If you get professional, you get a whole ton more, basically. And then if you get prime, every month they'll add 15 unique templates to your account. So, you know, if you're going to take this seriously, you may want to get OTO1, but if you're only in one niche, the front end might be enough. But if you want to kind of venture into different niches, OTO1 could be something worth considering. But anyway, so these are the templates. Now, of course, I have my review. I'm just going to bring this over a little bit so I can see it. I have my review copy. So let's look at the categories, for example. And these are the different categories that you can look. So we've got most of the main ones, very, very similar. In fact, they're the same as all of the ClickBank categories, but that's fine. So let's choose parenting and families, and let's see what comes up here. Again, it's loading up. Give it a second. We have got a lot of stuff running in the background. I've got tons of pages open, so bear that in mind. So we've got these things here. So let's look at this one. This is a pro one. Okay, so if you've got the pro version, we've got some main ones. So let's just click on view. Now what this does, this opens it up and it shows you the header. All of this can be edited, by the way, and you can kind of flick through, and this is what it looks like. Now I've created my own ebooks before, and I've outsourced the creation of them, but usually that's just a document. Making it look nice is another matter, and I'm not very good with graphics. I'm not very good with Photoshop, and I could fumble through it, but it'd take me forever. So I always outsource the creation, but this is going to basically save me a lot of time. So I'll close that off. For argument's sake, we'll click use. Give your project a name. So I'll call this Adam's Test Parenting. Actually, let's just call it Test Parenting for now. We'll hit next. Now this is where it kind of gets interesting. If you've already got some content created, you can upload it from a Word file. Now, yes, that does involve you writing it, which is not what the sales page talks about, but there is that option. They do have their own library of articles that you can use. From my own use of this, it's hit and miss. Some of the articles are very short, some of them just don't really fit, and they've got some good ones in here. But basically, you can click on this, search through their template of articles, and then use that article as your ebook. You can copy and paste content manually from different places. You can start from scratch, or you can grab from URL. So we've got this checked right now. So let's do that, and we'll hit next. And what it does is it allows you to get any URL online. I've got one ready. So we're going to grab this URL, and I'm going to paste it in there. And I'm going to hit finish. And this basically takes all of the content from that particular page and pastes it onto your ebook. Now, depending on how that blog post is formatted, it may appear better than others. There may be certain things that it takes from the article that you don't want. Of course, if you're going to then offer this as a lead magnet, you may want to, you should ask for permission from the owner and link back to it inside of the article as well. But this is just to show you what it does. It gets you a table of contents. It pulls the images if there are any. It pulls the text. You'll see in a second. Look, information has been retrieved successfully, generating table of content. So I've just gone out. You can go out there, find an article in your niche that you like, and then we can come down. And it's kind of got like a very common style editor. You may have seen this if you've got ClickFunnels or InstaBuilder. You know, you can click on this little cog and you can play around. Let's drag that across a little bit so you can see it. So if you want to drag that across, you can. If you want to play with it, you can. But that's that there. I'm just going to bring this down. Okay, so let's close that off. Table of contents. So let's just like double click on this and let's add an S, table of contents. Temper tantrum and what causes it. Do all children throw tantrums? So look, if we click on this, we can see the font is size 19. If we can click on this, it's 19, but it's not bolded. Oops. So let's make that bold. Let's kind of come down. So you can kind of come down. If you want to delete something, you can hit on the little dustbin, click outside, and it will remove everything. If you want to, by the way, if you want to change the whole background image, what you would do is you'd scroll to the top, I believe, kind of hover over this green one, click on the cog, and then there's a background image that you can upload or you can get from their depository. We're not going to do that right now. So as you can see, look, we've got this ebook. It's pulled the images. Now let's just say that I want to edit some things. I could double click on this, call it S, what causes them. I could, you know, change it to background color, or I could have none. I could change the text, you know, I could underline it, all that kind of stuff. Like a very normal, fairly basic editor, but you can do that kind of stuff. And you can come through and you can delete stuff, you can add stuff, depends what you want to do. So this is here by default, page 1. You may want to remove that, it's up to you. Okay, so let's kind of come down here. So I'm actually going to just delete that. And then, again, let's just kind of scroll down and see. So you may need to format it a little bit. So again, I may want to, let's get rid of that. Yes, I'm sure. That's how you delete an element, by the way. Let's double click on this. Let's make this one a bit bigger just to show you how to do it. This has got a link from the article, so I might want to unlink that, you know, that kind of stuff. It's a basic editor, but it's easy to use. It doesn't need to be complicated. So you might spend, you know, 10 minutes, you know, formatting something, moving things around. Let's just say you wanted to add something. You can add a single image. So if I added an image, then we can click on this little thing here and we can kind of go through and we can add images in here if you want to. Let's click out of that, blah, blah, blah. Let's bring this right the way down to the bottom. Thank you. So I might just get rid of this dummy text. And I might say, visit us for more information, and I may just get the URL of that and put the URL in there, hyperlink it, the new window, add the anchor text if you want, but that's fine. Okay, and we'd be good to go, and then we could save it, or we could generate the ebook, and we can publish it. So it's fairly simple to use. Now I'm going to exit out of this, which means I'm not going to save it. So basically that is how you do it from content that you found on the internet, and it didn't take long. You'd find some content, you might spend 5 or 10 minutes editing it, and you'd be good to go. And of course you can pass this over to a VA if you don't want to do all this kind of stuff. If you want to get the Prime, let's click on Prime, which is one of the OTOs. Let's let that open up. This gives you a variety of different templates. So we've got 15 in here, and there'll be 15 added every single month. So again, if you wanted that, that's fine. 3D covers. Let's click on that. So these are some different 3D covers that you can get created. Flipbooks, which is part of one of the OTOs. If you want to turn your PDF into one of those like books that when you click on it, it kind of flips open. Is that necessary? Probably not, but it might create a good first impression for somebody that's not tech savvy. And I know a lot of marketers have seen this stuff before. A lot of people out there haven't seen that as well. Auto Job Finder is the fourth OTO. To be perfectly honest, I've not even looked at that. So, you know, I couldn't really tell you much about that. Again, create new flipbook. I've not looked at this section yet, but it's a similar kind of thing. Okay, let's put use, and you probably go through the things, create a different flipbook. Let's choose metal, whatever that is. Flip, parent, finish. And again, you can download these ebooks, you can upload them to Amazon S3, you can host them on your site, you can put them behind a content lock, you can just give them away as gifts, you know, that kind of thing. Let's click on view. Let's see what this looks like. Again, I've not done anything with this, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Please wait while the application is loading. I have to figure out how to use this live on the video. Okay, so that's that. There we go, look at that. How cool does that look? Nice and easy. And if somebody gets this, you know, I chose this background. Maybe it wasn't the best background to choose. But there you go, look. I've got that. You know, I can then download that and give that as a free gift when people opt in, so on and so forth. Lead magnets are vital to build a list. Like I've said, whether it's a messenger list or whether it's a regular list, doesn't matter. But creating them is a pain in the ass. Not only have you got to get the content, but you've got to make them look nice. So this is going to solve all of those problems. So that is Sqribble in a nutshell. Let's go back to the JV page. We'll go right the way back to the very, very top. Let's just scroll up to the top. That's it. So again, November the 5th, 2018. Now, regarding bonuses, because I think this, if people take the time to, you know, pick up Sqribble and then, you know, spend a little bit of time learning it, because with any tool, there's going to be a learning curve. And by the way, they've got support desk here if you want to connect with support. They've got training here on how to do all the stuff, just to let you know. But if people take the time to actually, you know, learn the software and create stuff and, you know, get these created, there's so much potential that something like this not only is going to save you time, help you build your list, you can give these to clients, you can give these as gift, you can give these as bonuses for people that buy stuff through your link if you're an affiliate marketer. You know, let's just say you want to go into a brand new niche, you find a new CPA offer on a certain network, so you want to promote it. Create a little ebook, go onto a network like Facebook, YouTube, Bing, offer this as a free gift, and then once you've got people off of that network into your funnel, you can advertise what you want. So you can still go and, you know, do things that maybe those networks wouldn't like. Certain networks don't like certain niches, but offering an ebook with a compliant landing page is going to be fine. When they're in your funnel, you can do what you want. So there's tons of bonuses that I'm offering for people that buy Sqribble through my link. Now, most of the detail is going to be below. Like I said at the start of this video, if you're still watching, most of the information is going to be below. Whether you're watching this near the launch, it'll be on my regular review page. But if you're watching this before the launch, then I'm going to ask you to opt in to see my bonuses because I don't want other people seeing them. This is going to be one of the bonuses that I'm going to give you. I think this is a really congruent bonus. This is a product that I sell for $97. It's still on sale. It's one of the best products I've ever created. It's called the Conversion Point. And it's basically showing you how to make profits through email. Because if you want to build your list using these ebooks, you build your list, what do you do next? You've actually got to be able to write emails that build relationships which sell. So one of my bonuses is going to be this. And look, there's tons of stuff in here. All of these are videos that I teach, well, a mixture of videos and audios on how to write emails. I've got some fantastic feedback from people that have actually been through this course. So this is going to be yours should you buy Sqribble through my link. This actually sells for more than Sqribble, so this is going to be a great bonus as well. I'm going to throw in some other bonuses regarding how to use Sqribble to build your list. So there are different ways that you can get people on your list. This is what to do once they're on your list. There are going to be other bonuses. I'm going to be throwing in one of my own unique softwares that the majority of people, unless they're part of my membership site, do not have access to, and I've never ever offered this anywhere before. I'm going to be offering a few little scripts as well that you can put on your websites to improve a few things as well. And I'm going to be offering you a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to go too crazy because it can be overwhelmed, but I do think that if you actually take the time to use Sqribble and implement the software, you'll be able to get good results with it. So with that being said, that's my Sqribble review. Click on the link below either to go to my full review or to learn more about the bonuses. If you want the bonuses, you are going to have to clear your cookies before you purchase. Otherwise, you may inadvertently get through somebody else's link and you won't get my bonuses. And nobody out there, I guarantee it, will have bonuses better than mine. Whoever you buy from, Sqribble will be the same, but nobody will have better bonuses than mine. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Please leave comments below, and I look forward to seeing you inside of the bonuses once you've got Sqribble. Cheers.